Did we fuck up the pre-production?
Yeah, we fucked up.
Yes,
All
we
right.
did.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Deep Drop. This is a fishing podcast with me, Luke McCredden, and my good friend and co-host, Adam Ring. Adam, welcome to you. It is a... No, the weather hasn't gotten better.
It's
It
shit.
is a shitty, rainy,
Training.
wet, windy
Yeah.
day. But let's not start. Let's not start too negative. Let's start by welcoming everyone, new and old. And when I say old, I'm not talking about age. I'm talking about whether you've been here from the day 1 or day 5 or day 10. Either way, we're now 157 something in. So massive shout out to anyone who's been along for the massive journey thus far. It's only getting started, ads. We've mentioned that.
We just got the iron.
Just warming
Just got
up.
the iron.
Just warming up and swinging the bat. But for anyone who's just jumped on either just now or relatively recently, welcome. It's a great place to be. The community is one of the best communities in the world, if not the best.
Correct.
And you're now a part of it. We don't take ourselves too seriously. Adam and I have a fairly consistent mantra, which is question everything.
Question everything. Why not?
Why not?
And you will get a 100% honest take on everything. And if you don't believe us, please go back and listen to as many of the old episodes as you want, because we're not afraid to tell you when we're struggling.
Yeah.
We're not afraid to tell you when we've caught nothing. We're not afraid to whinge about the things that frustrate every fisherman ever.
Yeah.
Full moon, tides are wrong, wind, rain, barometer, fish just being silly, poor lure suggestion, poor lure choice, just stuck in a rut.
Yeah.
We've covered all these things, Luke, and it all comes down to honesty.
I had a bit of a tweak in my left shoulder, so I couldn't cast the same way I normally cast, or my right knee just wasn't feeling it when I woke up this morning. I don't know, so I couldn't pedal my kayak or walk the banks of a river. You know, so
Just the real stuff. The real stuff. We're not afraid to cover it. We've covered it all. We haven't covered it all.
No, we
because
haven't.
Like 157 episodes in, somehow we're still coming up with new topics, new things to say, new experiences that change things. And this is the beauty of fishing. Our opinions are changing all the time as we gain knowledge and experience. Now, whether that's actually fishing or just getting the feedback from the community. Luke, you and I have bounced ideas off each other and theories off each other for near on 15 to 20 years at this point.
Jesus.
So much so that we decided to create a podcast, and here we are. But every time we think we're halfway there, someone gets involved, whether it's a community member, whether it's someone we've worked with, and they hit us with something out of left field, and we go, fuck, back to square one.
Yeah, we're back. Yeah, back. Okay, all right. Back to the drawing board. But this is why it's so good, Adam. This is why fishing is so good. You cannot master it all. You can be very, 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 very good at one particular thing, but then I go, okay, try it in this style or in this location, and you go, oh fuck, you're 100% right. You cannot. It's why it's so awesome, and we will throw challenges out if you are new. If you are new, you'll hear challenges. You'll hear our monthly resolutions that we are failing miserably at the moment. But
I blame weather.
no, so I'm 2026 is our year. 2026 is our year.
Yes. This was just a warm up year. We're just to see, scope the landscape.
But the challenges are all sorts of different wild and wacky ones, Adam. And we won't get into it right now, but we threw a challenge out a few weeks ago, and it's been bloody done, mate. It's been bloody done.
And I'm proper excited about this one, Luke. I'm so excited about it.
I don't know the last time I was this excited about something that I didn't even go fishing for. Like, I wasn't even involved in it. It was just, anyway, we'll touch on that in a minute. But first, just wanted to get, all the housekeeping out of the way. Adam, one of the best places for community members, young and old, to reach out to us is across the socials. I'm talking Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Spotify. As we have recently been throwing out challenges, I suppose, talking about challenges, to the community, because Spotify is now somewhere you can drop a comment on. If you're listening to the episode, you can just jump straight down onto your phone and drop a comment. So he said, we don't want to have to make it work too hard, so tell us where you are. Ads, this week, We've heard from Mitch. I'm fabricating windows. Okay, sweet.
Okay, nice.
Simon, I just pulled up at Spot X for a fish. Love it. Hopefully you got
Spot
a few, Simon. Zach said, I'm at Swan Bay Jetty. Like, yeah, sweet.
Beautiful.
Tim said, I'm on a train to the airport in Seoul, Korea.
Oh,
And I'm like, this is
Going
perfect.
worldwide.
So I think we should keep it going. I think the common theme for Spotify comments is tell us where you are.
yeah. Oh, love it.
But
Love it.
But I also think I want to add some because some people might not want to. You know, people go, oh, it's boring. I'm just at home. All right. Here's my secondary question for this week, and this secondary question will mix it up every week. Tell us what sort of coffee you drink.
Ooh.
Yeah, just simple latte, flat white, cap with one. You know what I'm saying? Just simple.
Ooh.
So
What
if
sort of
you-
coffee? What sort of coffee man are you?
I'm a cappuccino. Yeah, it's cappuccino. Yeah.
Sugar?
Nah.
Nah, sweet enough, mate.
Yeah. Do you know how many times do baristas hear that and they go, fuck
Oh.
off? I'd love to hear a barista just go, fuck off, mate.
Yeah, that's original, mate. Stirred my coffee with your knob. Huh?
Yeah. So Spotify listeners, do us a favour. Grab your phone that you're listening to this on, or it might be your home computer, whatever it is.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
don't know. Is that a thing? And jump onto the episode page, go to the comments and just tell us where you are and what's your coffee
how you-
what's your go-to
yeah.
coffee. Yeah.
How you take your coffee?
Or one of the two. You don't have to do both. You know.
No, do both.
Okay. Love it. Just keep it coming. Just bombard us. I love it. And the website ads, of course, the deepdrop.au is the website where we keep sort of, I guess, everything in check, don't we? We've got all the episodes there. We've got a bit of info about us. We've got info about any events that we've got coming up, but we've also got a very thin stock holding of the merch combo. Adam, talk us through that, please.
Of course, the combo. We've had to bang on about it, but you know, sometimes things go viral, Luke, and you know, sometimes we can't handle the stuff that comes in, and this happened with the combo, the deep drop cap and stubby holder combo. It's been everywhere. It's been iCast for best combo. May have. Actually, it didn't. It didn't. It didn't. That's a lie. It didn't, because upon entry we got the no. We have to be fair to everybody else.
Yeah.
So it didn't appear at iCast and it didn't appear at the After Trade show, but it should have and it could have and it would have won.
Apparently, this year's AFL Grand Final, instead of the premiership caps they put on after the game, they wanted to wear deep drop caps, but
we didn't have enough.
Didn't have enough.
Didn't have enough.
Apparently, no, actually, I'm not going to say that.
But anyway,
Continue.
What we're trying to say is, if you are struggling for a Christmas gift this year, there is no better gift
Yeah.
than the Deep Drop
that's
cap
true.
and stubby holder. Head over to deepdrop.au, hit the merch page, and get in pretty quick.
Yeah.
Luke, we've been saying for a few weeks, just getting thin, and after every episode, it gets a little bit thinner. We might be limping to the finish line with stock for the combo.
Yeah, so just in all honesty, do yourself a favour and jump on there as soon as you can if you're thinking about it, because I don't reckon these will. I don't know how many more weeks we've got to talk about these, but before they're gone. So the deepdrop.au is where you can get all that ads. So yeah, beautiful. Now just shout out to everyone who got involved on the socials over the weekend, over last week. It's awesome to see. Love it. There's, again, for anyone new just playing along for the first time, there is so much you can get involved in. I just want to quickly take the opportunity, because there's often clips from the show ads that will go up saying, and we're talking about, I don't know, whatever, your dreaded loop knot or wing knot that you got the other day. You know, that's just everyone.
Triangle one.
Everyone
Worst.
relates to that, and just I think we got a lot of sympathy votes out of that.
Nice.
The lure clip question, of course, we'll post tiles, which have just simply got a really short and sweet question. We don't make it too wordy ads. We're just nice.
I try, but
nice
you
and-
cut it back nicely.
You sort of during the show go,
rant.
write this down, and next minute I've got a fucking novel. But those are the questions, and again, it all comes back to the fact that we certainly don't hit record on an episode of the Deep Drop with the intention to answer anything. We want to bring more questions up, and we want to learn. So we've learned a bit. So do you know what I did learn, probably through some of the comments on the lure clip post, but also quite a few messages, because I think sometimes people want to, and by all means, I'm all for it, want to send through more of a detailed answer than just a quick comment, which is cool.
Yeah.
A lot more people use lure clips than I thought. Now, I'm not talking, I didn't
Are
get...
we late to the party?
Well, I don't know. I didn't get 20,000 messages saying, oh, yeah, lure clips. But it's probably more around the things the clips are being used for, like a lot of the hard body cods or native fishing stuff. There was a very common message, common theme throughout all the messages and comments. Not with jig heads, mate. Not with jig heads. Which we kind of knocked on the head the other week.
Does it?
Yeah, no. It just, especially light stuff, but just in general, no. Just tie straight onto those bad boys, which I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah. And then, of course, if you just want to send random ideas or thoughts through, that's the place to do it too. And if you want something...
Just with a topic.
Yeah, if you want something raised on the show, we're all ears. Like, we love it. And that's the sort of stuff we like to hear. So, and then, of course, videos that you've found that are quite funny that you'd want us to check out and do a little reaction to. So,
how's old mate that lost his esky?
Do you know the frustration?
He didn't react anywhere near quick enough there.
I don't get... I genuinely...
He was laughing.
I genuinely was frustrated watching that. He's seen it happen and goes, oh, shit.
Yeah,
and then sort of
exactly.
just looked at it. Didn't
should
pull
be right,
back
mate.
Didn't pull back power.
No.
Didn't slow down, just looked at it. And old love in the passenger seat. You've got to get up and do something.
Oh, she had no interest. She's like, yeah, that's gone.
In fairness, old mate was driving at a fair pace. Yeah. So it's kind of harder for him to jump up and do anything. But he still didn't pull that throttle back at all. She's sitting there going, nah, not my job.
No.
Old mate's come from the casting deck.
At full noise. At full noise.
And that's not easy to do while moving. We've
way.
all been in those bass boats up the front deck or anywhere on those boats when they're going, when they've been opened up and you're on the move. It doesn't even need to be a bit of chop on the water, flat water. It's hard to sort of get your feet and get some traction.
What's weird though is for a second there, I thought all was going to be sweet.
Yeah.
That it was just going to sit between the talons and the bloody
yeah, I know, but
motor.
Still, wouldn't you still just
it took
pull
the piss.
It did take the piss
because it didn't exit the building until old mate got his mitt on it. It was fine until he touched it.
I know. I just pull the motor back, pull the throttle back, mate. Let's just take a second, grab the Yeti. Yeah, those Yetis are worth a few $100.
Let's just start small. Someone do something. Everybody looked at it, went, ha!
Yeah.
Slow the boat down. Maybe old love makes a move to at least get out of the way. So old mate at the casting deck.
Fucking muscle, did she?
No one did a thing until casting deck's gone. Oh, I've got to do something about this.
When I rewatched it, I thought, because I still get frustrated watching it. Did old mate coming from the casting deck push it over? Did he go, well, fuck you two. No one's doing a thing about it. Here's what's going to happen if you don't.
Not my esky.
Not my esky. I've got my beers in a fucking cooler bag up here.
I was going to say, they'd finished all the beers because it was a light esky.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, if you don't know what we're talking about, head over to Instagram and have a look. It's just a moment where...
It was a mind-boggler, that one.
Yeah, anyway, lots of fun. Now, I did tease her off the top of the show, and we have to talk about this. I'm hoping...
This is probably my favourite thing from the year. I want to throw it out there straight away.
For the year? If when we're doing our finale episode, and it's only bloody... Yeah, not far away.
Not far.
And I say to you, highlight for the year,
this is it. This is it. Because my ultimate what if of 20 years in this industry, my ultimate number one what if just got done.
So let's wind back the clock to half a dozen episodes ago, maybe. Mm-hmm. We were talking about what ifs, and I said that off the top of the episode. This is becoming. We might get tattoos.
Hey, if you're down, I'm down. But you go first.
Yeah. What if is fishing is the greatest what if, because it's, when you talk about, oh geez, what if I changed the lure then a bit earlier? Would I have got more fish? What if I cast up that way a bit, or what? Some simple things. But then there's also, Adam, to your point, I don't want to steal your thunder, a what if of just trying something. Yeah. And in this case, take it away. What was your what if? Set the scene.
The biggest what if for me through my whole time in being around fishing is a puzzle that logically I don't know how it hasn't been spoken about. And what I'm talking about is if you are fishing for impoundment cod. So where we are in Victoria, Lake Eildon is a massive body of water that holds some of the biggest cod in the state. And
World.
it also in the what world? And it also shares that waterway with trout.
Yes.
The best representation of a trout in a trolling lure, to me, is the exact same thing we use for bluefin tuna and Spanish mackerel and wahoo and any of these high-speed pelagics.
Yeah.
You can, whether they're diving 10 foot, 20 foot, 30 foot, the examples we used were those of an X-Wrap,
Yes.
20s and 30s. The colour ranges are solely for blue water. They don't match anything that we would pick straight up for fresh water. But just thinking about it logically, or trying to think about it logically, if you are trying to match the hatch of a trout, then a minnow-style blue water trolling lure seems to fit perfectly, yet it is not a thing. To my knowledge, it's not a thing.
So we spoke about it on the show. We had a few comments of people that have heard of it working or have tried it in the past and it's worked. But that was sort of post-conversation. During the conversation, we said, fuck it. Let's get it. Let's get someone trying this. Who's the greatest cod angler that you and I know? Kate Norman.
Kate Norman.
We threw it out. We threw the challenge out to Kate. To our surprise, she jumped on this really fucking quickly and got back saying, I'm in. I am in. She'd never done it. She said, I'm doing it. And you, Adam, collected a bunch of Rapala X-Wrap 20s and 30s, sent them up to Kate.
They didn't make it in time, and she thought, shit, I'm going to have to go shopping.
Yeah. And away she goes. I get a message yesterday, or a couple of days ago, whenever it was, over the weekend. She's bloody done it. She's bloody done it.
And
she's trolled at X-Wrap at Eildon, middle of the day, or, daylight, sun's up. And by the way, check our socials, because I'll be obviously posting some pics. Kate's got some videos she'll be putting together for us as well. Chunky cod, not just a little shitter that's just, one of those little hungry bastards that just tries to eat everything. Proper cod.
Couple of really funny and interesting takeaways from me from one photo, and I cannot wait to talk to Kate about it, because
that's just quickly.
We have to.
That's the other thing. I just want to jump in. Sorry. In the next couple of weeks, we will grab Kate for a quick chat on the show. We need to break this down.
Yes, we have to. I've got way too many questions already, because just looking at the photo, beautiful cod.
Yeah.
Like a real cod.
Yeah,
and
proper
listen,
cod.
It wasn't not a meter, but they're not normal cod. They're unreal cod. I don't refer to them as real. These were the perfect size cod that anyone, any weekender, any holiday maker, anyone who likes to troll for cod would be 100% catching 100% of the time.
Yep.
So that straight away, I'm like, okay, it was a good one.
Yep.
But look, the big thing for me, we have spoken so many times about what lure colour choice we should be making. Does it matter? Does it not matter? This was caught on a colour called silver blue mackerel. It had nothing to do with anything freshwater. And this fills me with excitement, because if we had, and I've got some, so Kate, unfortunately for you, the challenge is not over. I've got some colours that I think could suit freshwater, because she's just smacked a beautiful cod on a blue-backed black barred mackerel finish on an X-Wrap.
Like what in Lake Eildon looks like that?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
So is that a 30? X-Wrap 30?
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell in the photo. It's definitely one of the bigger ones. It's either a 20 or a 30. So either way, it's a fair size lure.
Yeah.
I want to know everything. I want to know how Kate felt about it. I want to know how it towed on a standard bait caster outfit, because I'm pretty sure on the episode we spoke about it, we threw out that it needs to be a Tiagra 50.
We did.
I want to know everything.
That's our next
I want to know how long.
We'll supply with a couple of Tiagra outfits.
I want to know how long it took to get it. I want to know if she was thinking, can I just cut this off and put something on that's going to work?
All right. Well,
everything about this is so good. So good.
Because those questions, you and I have got plenty, will come up and we will put to Kate directly on the show.
I want to know if she used a lure clip, if she tied a loop.
No, I can answer that. It looks like it's tied directly on. They've got a solid ring attached to them, don't they, the X-Wraps on the bib?
Yes.
Yeah. Looks like tied straight onto that. I'm just looking at the photo. There is a little video I've got, but she did say that she's got some videos of the hookup or the rods being while they were trolling, which could be cool. So stay tuned. Get across Instagram and TikTok. If you're not following the Deep Drop, please do. This is going to be a lot of fun to check this out and talk more to Kate about the thing that directly. And I love that you brought up the color thing because, and I know we've spoken about colors a million times in this show, and we're going to continue to talk about colors of lures forever. If we get specific and talk freshwater impoundments, because we can talk specifically about this right now, is that an indication that colours don't mean anything?
Well, how about this? Sometimes...
Is it UV?
No.
Okay.
Sometimes you can catch some trout in these big clear water impoundments where a brown trout is essentially silver.
Yeah.
There's not much going on to the point, even if you do manage to catch the sun on the flank, you can get some blue tinge to them. It's the only thing I can think of.
The bars that run vertically?
No, I can't explain that.
Yeah.
I can't explain that.
But again, is it... I'm just trying to, and again, this is what Kate can answer too, like the depth they were in, how deep they were running that lure, etc. Is it a territorial strike? Is it just a, hey, what the fuck's that? I'm going to eat it. Doesn't matter. But again, all comes back to that question, and I guess it's a universal question for everything. Does it really matter? And I love that it matters because it shows how invested we are as anglers, as recreational anglers, how invested we are at colour choices, which is it's a beautiful thing because I think it is important to have a level of confidence or lack thereof in particular lure styles and colours, if that makes sense. And you would be as guilty as I am. We would look at a colour and based on experience and go, nah, it's not it. But you put it in the hands of someone else and it's it. It's the one. Like it's so subjective.
Well, this is what gets me really excited about this.
Yeah.
Because overall, it's probably not the be-all and end-all, but I think on a tough day, even just on an average day, I think the colour of the lure does matter. We've had too many sessions, you or I, where one colour has dominated. Now, there's heaps of asterisks with that. Have we been throwing that more than every other colour combined? Time in the water. Yes, it all is relative. It all makes sense. That is probably what the colour she caught that cod on would literally be the last colour that I would pick out of every single extra. And the colour range is extensive. Like there is a lot of colours available in X-Wrap 20s.
So what would be what would be you? Have you had a look and thought if I was to do it, that would be the colour I would choose? What is it?
Well, I did actually get some X-Wraps which are on the way to you, Kate, because they didn't arrive in time. But I had a real red bait one because I thought anything with the red in it would resemble the pink stripe of a rainbow trout.
Yeah, you thought way too much about this.
Yeah. Oh no, I wanted it to work so bad, Luke. I wanted this to be a real thing so bad that I put thought into dude.
So
real red bait. I think I had a white one. Red head because everything eats red head for some reason.
Everything. Yeah.
And there was two more colours, but I can't remember.
So the reality is then you wouldn't have put this colour in.
No.
You wouldn't have tied it on. You wouldn't have trolled it. Yet it's the one that works. So go back to my original question. What you thinking about?
Oh,
colours?
Mate, we know nothing because even when it works. So quick story: my PB brim on a soft plastic was caught on a colour wriggler that I never ever threw again after that trip. So we were at Marlow. I was using remember lava?
Doesn't make any sense.
Remember the colour lava?
Yeah.
Had some in the tackle box. Tough day, catching nothing. Put lava on for whatever reason. easiest way to describe it is probably more clear than anything, but it's got kind of a chartreuse glow. You put it in the water and it's UV activated, and it's just this really bright chartreuse color. It's little bit. It's just a whole lot of nothing plastic.
Yeah, so it's not lava color.
No, it's far from it. Put it on, had a few casts, caught a 45 centimeter brim. To this day, it is still my PB, and I have never once before or after that trip cast that lure again, ever.
Why?
Because I have zero confidence in it. Yet it caught me a PB.
Wow, that's such a interesting.
Never
mentality.
ever thrown it again.
One and done.
One and done.
Good strike.
Why?
Right?
Yeah, but is that just pure stupidity on my behalf?
Maybe. Surely you've got some, and you've thought about it, and you've looked at them and gone. I just think it's wild that you haven't thrown it, because that goes against the grain of the mindset of most anglers. I would have thought.
Yeah.
If you catch a PB,
I've opened every time I open that box on every brim trip without fail since, and this was years and years ago. Every single trip since, I've opened the tackle box and stared at them. They're still in there. Never put it on. Not even for a quick 5 cast. Nah, this isn't working.
That's wild. You're a strange unit.
I mean, an idiot.
No, but it's brilliant. And again, I think the day that, which will never come, but the day that there is a colour for this and a colour for that, and that's it, is the day I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It'll never happen.
It will never happen because...
What's the closest we've come?
Bloodworm.
Or King Brown.
King Brown for tuna. King Brown. Yeah, but even like you said, redhead, white body in X-Traps or Laser Pros or fucking anything. King Brown Laser Pro is very close. Bloodworm Wriggler back in the day, way back when.
I still think the bloodworm colour.
Well, yeah, now everyone's kind of doing the bloodworm colour. I mean, a lot of people have versions of.
Or motor oil.
Oil.
They'd be the two in the small lure market that have probably...
But again, it's phases too. Like we've spoken about white squid jigs. Remember there was that phase where that was all you needed?
Yes. Yep, 14T.
14T. So, yeah. I don't know what else. There is actually one.
There's heaps.
There is actually one. Gold Bomber.
Ooh.
That would be the closest thing to throw everything else out.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, actually.
Isn't it?
That's a really good one.
But even that. There's so many things you could challenge that with.
So this is weird, right? If we're so obsessed with catching fish, which we are, why do colours of lures go in and out of fashion?
I don't know. I think it's got to be around hype. So there'll be, and it's harder these days. See, back when you think about when Gold Bomber took off, Bloodworm Wriggler that squidgies were doing took off. There wasn't
the white squidgy.
Yeah,
there's all these iconic
necessarily the social media hype, or it wasn't. See, I always, and like it or not, I've always said, and I'll stick to it, that the industry that you and I work in our day jobs is a fashion industry.
Correct.
And it's the same as that, as any fashion category. Things will come and go. It's as simple as that. Some things might hang around.
If they work so good, why?
Why should it drop off?
Because even if I go for a squid fish now, I think it would be neck and neck, I reckon, that I've caught as many squid on a plain white squid jig than I have on, say, a red foil.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I can't remember the last time I tied on a white squid jig. Why?
That's weird. That's funny, isn't it? Because there was there was a time then you probably didn't have many other colours than white.
No.
So Rui, and shout out to Rui who did our deep drop squid jig for us as well. I've had conversations with him, and his KR43, which is white, is the highest selling Rui jig especially in Victoria.
Yeah. Okay, so it's still insanely popular. The
100%.
white one's still insanely popular.
But then the red for, it's...
But it's weird, though, because there was this time where it was only gold foil, and then you couldn't get gold foil, and then red foil took off, and everybody was using red foil,
Okay,
and then
I
the
reckon-
white squidgy come along. Like,
So I reckon you've answered a little bit of what you just asked about why. There's an element of availability because we're very quick as consumers to go, I need a black phone, but Apple are sold out for 2 years. So then all of a sudden the hype goes, oh no, silver's the best. And you go, oh yeah, fuck yeah, it is. And I'll get that.
maybe, but I don't feel as though there's so many options
Yeah.
in fishing.
Yeah,
How
that's
does it
fair.
factor? But
That's
so
fair.
I'm guessing more to the point, I can have a squid jig box full of white, red foil, and gold foil, and open it up and go, oh, the gold foil one's shit.
Yeah. It'll be the third choice
Yet-
for me too.
Yet I've caught so many, like countless numbers. So
Yeah.
it's weird. You should be in theory, opening up the box and going, oh, all these jigs are so good. I don't know which one to put on. But yeah, we're going white, the rest of shit, or red, the rest of shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, totally.
why?
So yeah, I don't know, but I also think this is getting deep. I think there's so much regionalized about it as well. And I was thinking about this recently, and I actually literally just pulled a lure out of the box before. Certain parts, we speak about this. We can speak about this probably closest because we're from the southern part of the country. We're based in Victoria. We fish 90% of our fishing time is Victoria or the far south coast of New South Wales.
Yeah.
Why are we so put off certain colours? And what I mean is, like, if I'm just holding a lure up to you, but there's colours that are, fusilier, coral trout, these sorts of colours that are up north, they just go gangbusters. We're so offended by them down here as a whole, aren't we? Just generally
Yeah.
speaking. I mean, I get it. It's not necessarily matching our hatch, but still going to get it done for the most part. Do you know what I mean? Like, but we, and when I say we, this is speaking broadly. So I want everyone to jump in on this, the community. The southern part of the country have a very different approach to how we select our lures that we purchase compared to, say, to the north. I'm not trying to draw a line in us
Yeah,
versus them.
Yeah.
But when you think about, and again, it comes down to, obviously, the obvious answer is, well, the waters we're fishing and the clarity and then the fish that
Yeah,
are
definitely.
around and the bait and all that sort of shit. But what, if you were talking about, spoken about X-Raps and Laser Pros and stuff, King Brown, X-Raps, those pilchard colour, the blue colour,
Yeah.
that's kind of it.
Well, yeah, because blue and everything's shit. Like, we've established this
Yeah.
until we went squid fishing with it. But
Yeah.
isn't it weird how those colours can be? Yeah, I think that's what you're saying. Different in different region. Like, even sticking with squid jigs in South Australia, the two biggest selling colours in South Australia would be the old Qantas. So what the fuck's that? So
that colour. Sorry, I'm just
Yeah.
holding another one up for everyone who's not watching.
So you
It's-
have a look at squid jigs in South Australia. The old Qantas, so red head, white body, it was huge, and also
Yeah.
chartreuse green and yellow was massive. Two colours we don't give a fuck about in Victoria.
Well, yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, it's pretty wild. The South Australian market almost had colours for their own. They're the same fucking species, aren't they? Southern calamari,
Yeah. And they're
But
eating the
again,
same
and I
shit.
get there's definitely elements of where the water, different water colours and clarities, and all that sort of stuff. So we're not completely dumb. We get all that, but it is very much. And we've even spoken about it in lure styles, which we won't get into now. But prawns, for example, down south are just not necessarily a huge thing. But I think it's almost like there's almost argument for Vic. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just call it Vic and Taz and southern New South Wales. They'll be fine. They'll just use a pilchard colourway style. But do we need to put some more effort in? Do we need to try and match red bait? Do we need to I know it's been done. I'm by all means, there's versions of. Do we need to try and get that soury colourway down to a fucking T? Do we need to get
this is
intricacies of
keep
yakkers and red baits and gars and all this? And I want the community involved in this because I know there's some die-hard blue water fishers out there that are listening right now going, oh, no, there is all that available. Cool. Oh, I agree. There's versions of. But can we make it better? What are the best versions of the local bait sources for the southern part of Australia?
Is there any bait source that we haven't covered?
What about this? Arrow squid.
So leaning more into like a red?
Don't know. Well, then I'm all. It might be time for some product development ads. So let's get into it.
Okay.
Because one of the things we know, and let's put pilchard aside because pilchard's been done very well in all the brands, and it works really well. Whatever you're chucking, whether it's metals, hard bodies, trolling, whatever. Arrow squid are there's masses of populations in the southern part of let's say Bass Strait.
Yep.
Kingfish eat the shit out of them.
Yep.
Tuna,
Makos
eat the shit. I'm assuming tuna eat plenty of them as well.
Oh, they'd have to
plough through schools of arrows, which we want them to because, as we've said plenty of times on the show, we don't want arrows. Getting too confident. Yeah, we don't want them too confident because if they hit the land, we're fucked.
It's over.
What about that? What about the arrow squid? And do we come up with something? What was it? Was it a Yozuri lure that had?
I'm so glad you went here. Now I'm not shitting on Yozuri at all here, but go with me. What's the point of having a trolling lure that looks like a squid? Because last time I checked, squid don't travel at 8 knots. In a straight line.
Well, I don't know. Do they? Yeah.
I tell you what, mate, if I saw an arrow squid belting along at 8 knots, I would be like, my time on the water's done. These things are evolving too quick. Because they're going to fly soon and we're in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're probably right. And I guess what I was just getting to before with Yozuri was... Because am I right in saying there still may be the hard body with the skirt?
Yeah, I think there is. It was called a hydro squirt.
Hydro squirt, yeah.
Yeah.
And just to be fair, we're not shitting on them. The Hydro Magnum was an epic lure for a long time when it came to trolling hard bodies. But yeah, so maybe it's not the arrow squid that we need to try. But I don't know. Have we nailed the red bait thing yet?
I'm not sure because this is a great question because if you go through and have a look at any lure that you can purchase that has a red bait colour, they're all different.
Yeah.
Yet you can go and you can get a pilchard coloured lure through anyone and they all look the same.
Same.
You can get a soury colour through anyone. They're all the same.
Which is fine because that all kind of works.
But at red bait.
I've got one more. Barracuda.
Ooh.
Shitloads of those bastards out there.
Chrome.
Especially through the
back.
cooler months, they get in plague proportions in Bass Strait.
That's a great one because we don't troll any hard bodies that are chrome.
Really chrome, like chrome, like to the point where it's mirror fucking finish on the sides, a dark blue top, a fucking
with a bit of a blue hue, just maybe on the lateral line, bleeding down from the back.
Oh fuck! Can we? Okay, we're gonna do this. Yeah. What about that? What do we think about
that'd have to go off, wouldn't it?
The Cuda. Fuck yeah. I'd run it.
Do you think it's because by general rule, fishermen can't stand Cuda?
Oh, as in by rule they wouldn't buy it?
As in like anytime there's a Cuda around.
Yeah, they're shit.
Everyone cracks the shits. They eat swivels and stuff. We've covered that.
I remember fishing with you once out in Bass Strait here, and we're jigging for snapper and stuff like that. And with the amount of rigs or jigs that we lost, but these fuckers were just eating the leader knots and shit.
Anything,
like it was Anyway, sorry, I just got angry.
Do you think that's why it hasn't been done? Because even if it was a brilliant colour, people are just so disgusted at Cuda, like I'm not buying it out of principle.
Maybe, yeah. I refuse. I'm on Cuda strike.
Though, how have we not seen as a standard colour and I'm not saying there isn't one, but in a standard colour, Because I know Rapala have one in some of their casting weighted minnows. It
Yeah.
is chrome and it's got a black mackerel pattern on the back.
Actually, was there a Hydra Magnum once upon a time that had a chrome side?
There was
Or was
black
it
back.
Black back.
Black back, and it was chrome. No, you're right.
I wonder if that still exists.
You're right, but I wonder I can't remember what it was called. I don't think it was called Dirty Cooter. I think it was
that's the
called
marketing
Dirty.
tool. Yeah,
yes, if it was called Dirty Cooter, it could win.
Imagine this, the number one selling hardbody trolling Dirty
Dirty
Cooter.
Cooter.
Fuck yeah. As if you wouldn't buy it. Like, you'd just be, all right, I've got everything we need. Should we just grab a couple of Dirty Cooter off the wall, Dad?
Yeah,
Absolutely, son.
Throw the Dirty Cooter out. Come on, it's time. It's been a tough day. Throw the Dirty Cooter out.
I love it. We're onto something. Adam, I am properly excited.
What are we excited about?
The sun.
The sun.
Yeah, the sun. It's out. Spring's here and summer's around the corner.
So I'd assume then that you also have a pair of spotters planted firmly on your face.
Absolutely. Goes without saying. This time of year, it's a non-negotiable. My spotters keep my eyes safe, make me look good, and most importantly, they give me the upper hand when I'm fishing.
And that's something we all need, especially me. So I'd suggest we all head over to spotters.com.au to check out the massive range of the highest quality lenses and sexiest frames right now. Luke, we have some fun on the deep drop and stuff around a little bit, but something we don't muck around with is safety on and around the water.
Correct. And as we come into the time of year that people start getting their boats ready, we urge everyone to check your inflatable life jackets and that they are in working condition and have been serviced.
The manual and auto inflate options from Response is perfect. Lightweight, compact, comfortable, and even a kid's size option so you can have the whole family covered.
Remember, for every person on board, there must be a life jacket on board. Check your local authority guides for all the legal requirements.
Safety is everything, and Response from Life Jacket Solutions has what you need.
So check out the Response range and where you can buy them at www.jmgillies.com.au.
Luke, you and I have been waiting very patiently.
Yeah.
Because...
Which I'm not good at, by the way.
No, I'm really struggling with it too. We've been waiting patiently for the weather to clear so that we can maybe think about snapper because we have monthly reso.
Yes.
One of many that haven't hit leading into December. But anyway, there's still time.
Yep.
So what's one thing you can do if the weather's shit and you can't go snapper fishing? You think about snapper fishing. And I've seen some stuff on social media a fair bit lately, and it got me thinking. And I need you to answer a question for me because I couldn't work out any logical answer.
I'll do my best, ads, but as usual, I've got the community behind me to help me out if I need it.
One of the all-time greatest baits for snapper, probably taken more 20-pound fish, and that's kind of the benchmark. Actually, no, I want to take that back. 10 kilos is the benchmark, not 20 pound. Sorry if I've broken a few hearts out there, but if it's not 20 kilos, I'm sorry, shit fish, throw it back.
10 kilos.
So more 10 kilo fish would be caught on this bait than anything else combined, I reckon.
Right.
And it doesn't make any sense to me. Squid or calamari or Californian squid or anything that resembles a squid is the best snapper bait. My question to you, how? When is the last time that you ever heard of or saw in any sort of footage a snapper chasing around a southern calamari? And side question, how epic would it be if we had sessions across some of the rocky, broken ground coast of Port Phillip Bay where schools of snapper would round up squid and proceed to smash them so that we could watch it? How epic would that be? So for a fish that doesn't seem to hunt squid at all, how is it squid the best bait?
It's a great question. I've got a few layers to what I'll attempt to answer this with. ads, and I'll put forward the more, I suppose the sensible attempt of an answer. Is it the smell and taste? At the end of the day, is it something like that? What I will say is that I don't know if you've been with me, but I have used live squid for snapper, and they crunch them so hard. However, you've just got to put it on their head. You've got to put it within a couple of metres of them. I more want to talk about, and we'll get to your bait question because it's a really great question, but I'm excited to talk about a snapper not pulling their weight. Get up in the fucking shallows, snapper. Have a crack.
Oh, no, I'm saying, have we got snapper all wrong? We're using baits, and I shouldn't say that because we're probably, as a fishing community, better at catching snapper than we've ever been.
Yeah.
But it's all on stuff that needs chasing. Now, the closest I have seen to this is I have seen pinky snapper at the bottom of a bait school that's just been completely shit mixed by salmon.
Yeah.
And they are underneath picking off the leftovers. But they haven't been the ones doing the smashing.
No.
So you think about the baits. If you were to list the top 3 baits for snapper, what would they be?
Pilchard, silver whiting, and squid.
Yeah. When's the last time a snapper of any size chased around a silver whiting? Or chased around a calamari? Or a schooler snapper rounded up a bait ball of pilchards and just proceeded to smash it?
I don't know. I don't know what the answer is because you're right. They're a weird fish because they're taken on dead baits. Mm-hmm. The ones caught on plastics for the majority of the time are eating plastics as they sink to the bottom, doing fuck all. Are we saying that snapper are lazy and potentially on the border of being... Are they just a
dirty scab?
Well, I was going to say, are they on the border of being a shit fish?
Are they
great fish? We love them.
Are they just bottom suckers?
Are they just dirty bottom dwellers?
So
can you imagine for a moment just flipping this and really putting a rocket up snapper, going, come on, like fucking fire up, be the big scary predatory fish that we all want you to be. Can you imagine up on 1.5 metres, 1.8 metres of water over squid grounds, and just hooking up to a squid? Oh, yep, I'm on, cool, and just getting fucking smashed by a snapper halfway into the boat.
Could you imagine pulling
be the
up?
Best.
Mate, imagine doing a drift down the Tired Bank and going, squid fishing's a bit tough.
Yeah.
Just to see this eruption of a schooler snapper just decide to flick the switch on every squid. And you're just fumbling around for a lightly weighted plastic that moves slow. And you're sight casting snapper in 1.5 metres of water over the top of weed beds, just hunting calamari.
That's a dream.
Or waiting till spring when the big spawning calamari sitting on nests.
Yeah,
and
being defensive.
And 10 kilo fish are just going, fuck yes, easiest meal I'll ever have.
And the squid are going, I'll stay here, I'm guarding my nest, I'll put up a fight.
No, you're not.
No, you won't.
Eat
no,
me.
you won't. Dead.
Yeah.
The idea that they become somewhat I won't say semi-pelagic, but like become this sort of aggressive, fast-moving fish across the flats, or even in deeper water, they hit mid-water, they hit top water. It's a fucking epic thought. They're that close to becoming one of the greatest fish of all time.
So when the snapper go completely mental and you're just catching them one after the other, how frenzied do they get?
Or are they just like, oh, there's another one? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, like, oh, it landed on my face. Better eat it.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, I went through a period there where I was live baiting snapper. Pretty much that was all I was doing for one of the seasons. And I was getting mainly calamari, the odd chance, if couldn't be fucked, but if I managed to get a few gars close to the boat, I'd try and catch them too. But it was mainly squid. And the annihilation that ensued. But it was once you've sounded a snapper, anchored on it, and dropped it, and basically fed it to it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So
don't get me wrong. They wolfed a
basically,
live
the squid couldn't get away.
No, I was putting it in the snapper zone as opposed to the snapper coming into the squid zone and just fucking. But then, wouldn't you think? You know, they're only a stone's throw from where there's a heap of squid. Go in there and fucking have a field day.
I know.
Or are they? Or are they doing that?
But surely we would have seen it by now.
Yeah, I agree. Fuck. This is where I can't help but shout out to our New Zealand friends across the ditch. Fuck, they've got these fish that come up on the flats to the point where they're fly fishing for them in a foot of water. They're big.
Yeah, but it's different.
They're sending down 2 kilo salmon, carwai, and they're getting fucking swallowed by snapper.
And they burly them up with like sea urchins and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's wild.
But
so now of course we're talking about snapper in both Port Phillip Bay and Western Port. So I'm sure the offshore species like up in the south coast of New South Wales and bits and pieces, I'm sure they're a little bit more pelagic. They're not. Yeah. Well,
don't know.
Yeah, because they catch them halfway down bommies and shit.
Yeah, but that's probably because they're just fucking living there, just chewing on fucking a sea urchin off a bommy, and there's a pilchard.
So if you wanted to match the hatch of what snapper are actually hunting for,
sea urchins. That's what we
do. We need a sea urchin plastic?
I'm thinking vibe.
Ooh, with spikes and shit.
Yep, the spikes actually send out the vibration. They're tuned. Each spike is tuned in its own with its own vibration pattern. There's fucking 100 spikes, and they all just buzz as they go down the water column.
The perfect amount of hollowness.
Yes. Yep.
This could be the next big thing.
And you know the kicker? In the middle of the sea urchin, it's a rattle. There's a ball bearing chamber that holds 3, maybe 4 ball bearings.
Oh, so loud sea urchin.
Oh, fucking oath it is. Loud, noisy, vibration is epic. You know. Anyway, look, I don't want to get distracted with designing another lure, but...
So if there was a... So remember ages ago those, I think it was chase bait, had those big fuck off crabs that looked real good?
Yeah.
How were they not the greatest snapper lure of all time?
How have they not popped off in general? And I'm not even talking about that particular brand. I just mean a crab.
Well, one did.
Well, one did, but a bigger one. I'm talking a bigger style for sort of inshore reef fishing.
Yep.
Everything eats a crab, dude. Everything eats a fucking crab. And
well,
if you
it's right in a snapper's wheelhouse. Especially
like one of those shit sand crabs that you can crush easily in a snapper's, like, do you know what I mean? It's not as if it's something they have to really work hard at. Just something they can just go and woof down and. Do you know what I mean?
So what else would snapper actually be eating? Scallops? Do we need a scallop vibe?
Ooh. Or is it? Or have you seen? You know when the scallops do that fucking weird freak out thing as they swim away?
Yeah, that is
trolling
weird.
Lure? Is it a trolling lure?
Ooh, good luck
Let's troll
keeping
some
that
scallops.
tracking straight.
Hey, it's just a little bib. You fish it on a downrigger, so you get it into the zone you want. The bib actually is designed to bump into the sand and puff.
Yeah, okay.
You make that little puff that scallops do sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's slow trolling, real slow trolling.
Mantis shrimp?
Do we have then?
I think there's some in Western Port.
Is there? Like the ones that fuck you when you kick you and shit.
And they click and shit, like because they hit so hard. You know, you've seen them on YouTube. Don't pretend you haven't. Yeah. And they have to put them.
No, I have. I didn't know they were here.
Yeah, and they have to put them in acrylic tanks because they break the glass because they're savages.
There's a YouTube or an Instagram account I follow who's got one in a tank, and when he puts shit in there, like to feed it, like he'll put a live yabby or lobster or what it smashes the thing apart.
It's the best,
limb by limb.
Yeah, and they're just savages. Like
it's bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't realize we had that.
But I don't think they're those cool, like colourful ones, like in the video.
Nah.
Because we've pumped a few down at Inverloch, pumping for bash yabbies, and these ones are only 3 inches long, and they're pretty sandy coloured and boring, but. Again, you think, why isn't a prawn plastic? That's as close to a mantis shrimp pattern as you're going to get. Why don't they dominate?
That's a fucking great call. So this is fascinating conversation. Snapper bait. We're talking snapper baits. It's 2025.
Yeah.
Snapper have been a massively popular, the most popular fish species in Victoria, South Australia, WA, Tassie, right up the East Coast for as long as anyone can remember.
Yep.
Yet here we are sitting talking about snapper bait, and have we actually got the right
bait? Because we're essentially relying on them just being a dirty scavenger bastard, essentially a homeless fish that'll just eat anything that falls down, or they're just like a dog. You know when you drop something on the ground and the dog's all over it before they even know what they're eating, like a snapper, just like that. Because what do they hone into when they actually want to eat? What are they honing into? It's not a fucking silver whiting. It's not a calamari, and it's not a pilchard. I don't care what anyone says. I want to see it.
So what are they doing? Are they coming in with what are those big dirty spider crabs? Are they chewing on spider crabs?
Yeah, but then why don't we catch? Why can't we just drop a plackie down off like Blairgowrie Pier or Portsea Pier or whatever when they go on the march under there and there's just billions of crab pots and shit everywhere?
I don't know.
It's
but
weird.
See, I've always had this is just a bit of a side thing, but it kind of relates to this. And I don't know, this is probably another topic, so I won't get deep in it. I've always thought with jigs, small jigs in particular, I'm talking metal vertical jigs, right? Let's say, what's that for
like 30 grams?
Listening. Let's say it's a 10 centimetre length, 10 to sort of 12 centimetre length. Yeah, it could be 30, could be up to 80 gram, whatever it needs to be. I've always thought a lot of those, regardless of the flutter style, whether it's a full flutter or, straight up and down, when you think about jigging that on some of these shallower inshore reefs, let's say 20 metres, 30 metres, I've always thought of that as imitating a squid.
Ooh, okay. Talk to me.
Well, think about your action.
Mm-hmm.
You're sending it down, so remove that. Once it's down where it needs to be, which typically is the bottom, right?
Yep.
Or on the reef or wherever. And then you start your action then. It's a lift and somewhat of a suspend or a pause, and then it's a flutter. Like a squid just that might be shooting up is doing exactly that, more or less, right? So jigging for snapper's not a new thing. They do hit those from an aggression point of view, from a actively wanting to eat point of view.
Or is it because it's chromed out? A lot of them have like a holographic thing. It on the flutter. That's catching
sends them into a frenzy.
No, it just looks like a heap of scales, like something has just been smacked.
That's interesting.
So
that's interesting.
A school of pillies has just been smacked. There's scales and shit everywhere. We've seen all that. And they see this fluttering jig that's just throwing light, because a lot of them are those sort of holographic prism tape, so it's all broken.
Yeah.
It's just throwing light everywhere, and you've got this hard central piece in the middle, which could just be a pilchard body that's been smacked.
Yeah.
And they're just being homeless scabs and thinking that it's a half-eaten pilly.
And you also will know that once you're 5 metres off the bottom, you either
redrop.
Open
the bail arm.
So there's almost a bubble. They've almost got a bubble, haven't they? And if you're not within that bubble, they're not going to eat it. And we hear everyone speaks about that when you're talking fishing in the bays or wherever. If once you've found them, you need to be right on them.
Yeah.
Which goes back to your point of, are they just a
scab?
It's just a scab. Go fucking get a hardball. You know what I mean?
Just show me once. Just get your mates. Just enter a metre and a half and push them up onto a rock wall or a rock wall, like that rock groin that comes out of Fishy's Beach. Just push them into that and slam them. Just slam
I want to see a school of reds up to
beach themselves on the rocks. They're smashing squid that hard.
Well, yeah, but I was thinking, Bellarine Peninsula, St Leonard's and Dennett Heads area, up on those sandbanks. I want to see schools of reds just pushing King George whiting up onto the flats, just fucking chewing on them.
Oh.
Why?
Just show me. Show me that you're not a pussy. Show me.
I don't know if they can. We wouldn't condone this because King George whiting are beautiful to eat, but has anyone dropped a King George whiting down for a snapper bait?
I know King George heads, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think I'm sure plenty have. I
Yeah.
think it's just one of those things people get a bit offended because King George whiting they're the one fish that as long as it hits the absolute bare minimum size, it's dead. It's not even if you don't eat fish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's one of those things.
Have you never been tempted to you've just hit legal size, so there's still not super fat and heaps of meat on it, but it's legal. You can keep it. You ever thought about just fucking whacking a 6-0 through it, sending it down live?
Oh, it'd have to get just. And okay, technicality.
Are you allowed to do that?
If you were to butterfly a legal King George whiting,
Yeah.
and fisheries come scooting up and go, let me check, and you wind in, or you've got a butterflied King George whiting sitting on the. How do you measure it?
Or I thought you were going to say, are you going to claim that you just caught it? Oh, look what I've caught. Oh, fuck, it's got
it's got no tail. Its tail's gone.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, let's not get into that territory because that's a bit grey and a bit messy.
Yeah. But so basically, if you're going to use King George whiting for bait, chunk bait them because no one can tell.
Because the thing is like that. Back to our original point. If they were hard, I don't know. There's arguments for them being a predatory fish, but there's more arguments for them not being a predatory fish. If they were hardcore, if they fucking had a crack, imagine the food source in like places like Western Port or Port Phillip or the south coast of New South Wales. Like, there's so much for them to eat if they could just be bothered getting up and having a bit of a go.
So then what makes a snapper any different to a gummy shark? Apart from the fact that it's pink and
mooching off the bottom. Yeah.
Tall.
No, you're right.
It's the same shit.
It's a pink, tall gummy shark.
That's what I'm hearing.
I love it. So, all right, I guess we'll ask the question around. I guess the question's around snapperbait. Like, what? Or
I know. Are we missing something? Are we missing something when it comes to snapperbait? If we were to go, if you were to go for a scallop dive, shuck a heap of scallops and just sit 3 scallops on a 6-0, would it instantly be the best snapperbait ever?
Could be, but again, are they coming from? They get a waft of that and coming from miles away, or are that only if you put it near them they go, oh, what's that? It's like some scallops.
Yeah, so it's hard to know if they. Yeah, it's hard to know if they're just being a scab or if they're actively like on the chew.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to ask Snapper Bait, are we missing something? Community, get involved. Let us know. But Adam, right now, it is time for this.
The deep drop.
Top 6. That's a big statement right there. I'd pay good money to see a band perform that live. Did Brooksy have anything to say about the snapperbait situation?
I think most penis.
They probably would eat them if they were just scabbing around on the bottom.
You can probably... Yeah, anyway, let's move on. Top 6 ads. It's a segment that we love to round out every episode with, and I guess it's transformed itself in recent times into... after some feedback from the community saying, guys, it's time to stop sitting on the fence, because we would just list six of our favourite things or whatever.
Yep.
It is time for you to tell us what the best 6 are, starting from 6 to 1, ranking them, 1 being the best, and then we will judge you and tell you you're wrong. And that's fine. And that's what this is all about. So, Adam, tonight, for no particular reason, we thought we would throw it back to our... What are we saying? 90s childhood sort of days?
Yeah.
And still going around. I think it's still live and going around now, but one of the all-time greatest television shows. And we, tonight, are doing the top 6 characters from The Simpsons.
Do you remember the mornings, Saturday and Sunday morning, Fox 8 on Foxtel, where it would play The Simpsons back-to-back from like 6 a.m. to midday or something?
Yeah.
And you could just sit down in the morning, grab a bowl of cereal and just churn out 3 or 4 episodes before you start your day, or you headed off to sport, whatever was going on.
Yeah. Yeah, you could always there was a half day block where you'd always have The Simpsons on.
Yeah.
There was also, correct me if I'm wrong, in its prime, are we talking, it was primetime TV from memory, like Channel 10 or whatever it was on.
Yeah, I think it was Channel 10.
At like 6:30 p.m. every night. Like, it was a proper spot.
Yeah, it was too.
And I think I should have done some research on this. Is it the longest running television show of all time?
It'd have to be up there, wouldn't it? Because it's been going for...
Terrible preparation by us.
It's been going for
Google
a
it.
long time. A long
Longest
time. And they're still making new episodes, aren't they? Because it's sort of, I think, like I feel, and maybe it's because I got older, but I feel as though it lost its way a little bit.
No, they're still doing it. So, or the longest running
Cartoon.
animated sitcom, The Simpsons. Yeah. Anyway,
Legit.
no, longest running TV show, The Simpsons. IMDb doesn't lie. It's crazy. 1989. It's 857 episodes in.
Wild.
We're on that trajectory.
Yeah, no, we'll
we're
catch
700 episodes behind.
We'll catch it. It's okay. We're coming slowly.
Law and Order is in third spot and fourth spot.
It kicks still so many different spin-offs. But anyway,
Family Guy's up there as well. Anyway, we've massive effort.
We've got 6 characters to pick now. Luke,
we do.
We did get together before this, and we've picked a 6. We just need to pop them in order. And now, this was based on, and please correct me if I'm wrong.
I will.
This was based on every character that's ever appeared in The Simpsons.
Yeah, but I think what our criteria was for this is what our favourites, yours and mine.
Yeah.
Collectively come together and put together a 6. Now we've said for the last few weeks we've tried to do a little bit of pre-work on it to come up with our 6 before we actually, so we don't have to spend all the time hashing through it.
Yeah,
we were reminded throughout the week that while we've done this, we're still waffling on for a good 20 minutes to talk about the top 6.
It's what we do.
So let's start. We have done that homework, but I want to go through some honourable mentions as we're going to do each week, the ones that didn't make the top 6. Because I don't know about you, Ads. I obviously The Simpsons, there was the core sort of main characters, which essentially was the family.
Yeah,
I loved some of the certainly not even mid, just a lesser
the fringe characters.
Fringe characters. Yeah. One of them for me that always stood out was Comic Book Guy.
Yeah.
I love Comic Book Guy. I don't know why. I think it was so stereotypically correct.
Yeah, that's a perfect way of putting it, actually. And I feel as though it's something The Simpsons completely they
nailed
mastered
that.
it. Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely nailed it.
Finding a stereotypical character and nailing the stereotype.
Can I give you a few more of these stereotypically sort of perfect characters? Troy McClure, the celebrity that wanted you to know everything about him, and you remember me from ... Lionel Hutz, the dodgy
attorney at law,
who was just clearly had no idea what he was doing. One of your favourites, Dr. Nick, the doctors that pop up on TV ads that you go, really?
Yeah, not sure what's going on here.
Is that for real? And I think there's so many of those that they've absolutely nailed. So I've got a few that I want to talk about before we get into our 6 too. But have you got any that just ones that throw you back to those times that you loved to see pop up on this show?
It was a weird one for me that I didn't appreciate at the time, but looking back on it now, like even just Ned Flanders. The nerdy guy next door who just, you know what I mean, was prim and proper, never did anything wrong, and then all of a sudden takes his shirt off and he's jacked. It makes no sense. Yeah. It makes no sense at all, but it's hilariously funny. Look, you brought up Lenny and Carl, and I didn't think much of it until you said it, and I'm like, hang on. The creators of The Simpsons were able to take the most generic uniform, just 2 guys that you worked with. We've all had them. We've all been them. Yet they somehow made them hilariously funny. They were joined at the hip. You never saw one without the other. Yeah. And
Homer's good mates, but they were never really important.
No,
as far
they were
as
just
the
there.
Show.
No.
They're also so they kept them so basic and generic that they played on that a bit. In my opinion, their full names were Lenny Leonard and Carl Carlson. So it's almost like the writers have taken the piss out of themselves, going, "Let's make these guys so basic."
It's so good.
Oh, you know another one you said about Ned Flanders before you didn't appreciate at the time? Mr. Burns was a bit like that for me.
Yes.
Because looking back, they have portrayed this rich old man with way too much power who's hilariously terrible at everything he does. So he's got people doing everything for him. He's got this wicked undertone, but at the end of the day, he's not capable of doing anything. Yeah. Like, I think there's brilliance to all of it, and hence why they're the longest running TV series of all time. But, oh, what a time.
So anyway, we have a 6.
Yes, we do. Absolutely.
Now, do you want me to quickly read the 6 out and then we'll try and put them in order?
Let's do that.
Okay, so the 6 that we've come up with pre-show, not in any specific order because we're going to rank them.
Or do we just go straight into
Do we just rank them? Yeah,
Let's just rank them.
Well, we've got a clear number 1. Yeah, because we're waffling. I'm waffling.
Yeah, we are. Well, hang on. Clear number 1, but we're not going to touch on. We're not going to mention that till the end.
That's right.
So we're starting at 6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
6.
Oh no, we haven't ranked them though.
We haven't ranked them. Fuck. So did we fuck up the pre-production?
Yeah, we fucked up.
Yes,
All
we
right.
did.
Fucking
Okay.
hell, this is.
So
welcome
live,
everyone.
we're going to rank. It's our first time. Oh shit! What do we do?
Do you want me to? I'm going to rank them. Do you want me to rank them in real time?
Can
Or
you
just give it to
rank it?
Yep.
Go.
Do you want me to? Okay.
6 to 1.
Okay, 6 to 1.
Yep.
Here we go, ads. This is fucking.
This is awesome.
Fast and loose,
This is
mate.
awesome.
Fast and loose.
This is awesome.
The top 6 characters from The Simpsons. Number 6, Bart Simpson. And I want you to tell me in real time how you feel about this, by the way, because this is locked.
Okay.
This is happening.
Okay. Bart Simpson's going to be controversial at 6, but I'm okay. Carry on.
Okay. Number 5, Chief Wiggum.
Solid.
Great character, by the way. Feel free to add comments about said characters, but talk about stereotypes. This is
The
nothing.
incompetent chief of police.
Yeah. Number 4, Barney Gumble.
Ah, the old pub drunk. Every town seems to have one, and he was... Nothing will ever beat Barney sticking his head and drinking directly from the tap.
What about the idea that the creators had of what his voice was going to sound like? Because somehow it is perfect.
Seems perfect.
All right, we're getting into the business end. I know the number 1. That's a lock. Number 3, Groundskeeper Willie.
Solid cameo. Everything you wanted from the Scotsman, to bare-assed under the kilt, to just inappropriate, great accent, and no one will ever forget Grease Me Up Woman.
Heaps of wicked one-liners.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2, Mo Sislak. I think Mo was one of the best characters. Well, clearly in this show, I loved everything about his character.
The awesome undertone of Mo was that he really couldn't achieve anything because if he took his eyes off Barney for just a second, the pub would be dry.
Over.
The tavern would be dry.
Yeah. And adds number 1. I mean, this is the most iconic TV character of all time, regardless of this particular show. But number 1, Homer Simpson.
I don't think it's close.
If you had to, this would be so interesting, ranking lead characters from, let's say, comedies or however you want to put it. The Homer Simpson character would be very fucking high up on the list. Like the amount of one-liners that are just said every single day by common people because of him. The portrayal of the common dad. Yeah. It's incredible. An amazing character. Now, that was Fast and Loose.
It was.
How do you feel about the 6? Now that you've got a chance to look at it, 1 Homer, 2 Mo, 3 Willie, 4 Barney, 5 Chief Wiggum, and 6 Bart.
It's. I feel pretty good about it because every question I've got, I don't know what I would change. So Mo Sislak at 2 seems high.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
You were concerned about Bart at number 6?
Yeah, It's weird though, because Bart could be number 2, or he could be number 4, just because he was such an important part of the show. But I feel as though there's more, because you didn't see them as often. He wasn't as polarizing as Homer Simpson, so Homer had to be number 1. But I feel as though because you saw him so often, iconic character, by the way, absolutely iconic. But it's these.
He was so many of the episodes. He was the show. He was the story in probably more episodes than not.
But it's weird though, because you go down the list of, say, the side characters that we've listed.
Yeah,
they shine in their own right.
I don't know. Listen, it's
the only swap I'd maybe make was Bart Simpson for Chief Wiggum.
Okay,
now that I look at it,
well, just a little 5 and 6 shift.
Just a trade, just a pick swap.
I feel like it's not a bad balance, but I'm hearing you. I think if we went with 1 and 2, Homer and Bart, it'd almost be a bit
too easy to pick.
Yeah. Now we really have to sharpen up our game with this, Adam.
I feel as though we kind of let the community down a little bit tonight.
No, but I love it because there's part of me that now wants the community to pick this apart.
Yeah, this one needs to be picked apart because we came in just a tad unprepared.
Yeah.
We left out a crucial bit of top 6, which was actually ranking them. So please get in and community, get in and tell us what the top 6 should have been.
Yeah, and more importantly, are we right in saying Homer should be number 1? We are very firm on that. But is there an argument for Bart or someone else? Let us know.
Bart probably makes the strongest argument, but I don't think it's close.
And I don't. No, I'm with you. I'm very, very confident that Homer's number 1 every day of the week. But let us know. Homer Simpson, Mo Sizlak, Groundskeeper Willie, Barney Gumble, Chief Wiggum, and Bart Simpson to round out the top 6 characters from the Simpsons ads. That's a fun one. That's a fun one. Plenty to work through tonight. The excitement around the COD on the X-Wrap.
Huge. I can't wait to talk to Kate about it. I really can't wait. No, whole career. Whole career.
Yeah, I was going to say, easy. It's not just a season.
Easy number 1.
This is
easy number 1.
This is brilliant. And I'd forgotten that it was an actual a lifetime why not of
lifetime.
Yours. I forgot that.
Yep.
That's huge.
Massive.
Lure colours. We're doing the Dirty Cooter.
Dirty Cooter. That's got to be the next we've developed a few products in our time or had ideas to develop a few products at the deep drop. I think Dirty Cooter's got to be the next one.
Adam, do we get Tim Morgan on and just put the pressure on him and say, we want to see a Dirty Cooter X-Wrap?
Dirty Cooter. Dirty Cooter X-Wrap.
Get to work.
Yeah.
And I guess the other one, which is a very interesting breakdown of snapper bait. Are we missing something or have we plateaued? Is this it? I don't think so. I'm with you. I think
there's something in it because they're not hunting all these things that we want to feed them.
Is there a bait fish we haven't discovered yet? So I'm not getting back into that conversation right now. Plenty to get through. Community, assemble, work through it all, and we will speak to you next week. See you, ads.
Peace.